Ever wished you could hit the snooze button on life and wake up in a totally different era? Like imagine taking a power nap and waking up in the year 3000. Sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi flick, right? Well, that's the basic idea behind cryonics. Now, before you start picturing yourself frozen in carbonite like Han Solo, let's break down what this whole freezing for the future thing is all about. Cryonics is like hitting the pause button on life, but instead of a 5-minute break, we're talking about a seriously long power nap. It's the practice of preserving humans or animals at extremely low temperatures, with the hope of bringing them back to life sometime in the future. It's based on the idea that maybe, just maybe one day we'll have the technology to reverse whatever took them down in the first place, whether it's a nasty disease or just plain old age. Dr. Emily. Media. Hand-placing virtual reality headset on frozen human figure. Think of it like this. You put your favorite video game on pause when you need a break, right? Cryonics is kinda like that, but instead of a game, it's your entire biological system. The goal is to hit play when science has leveled up enough to deal with whatever stopped the game in the first place. So, how do you go from being a living, breathing human to a human popsicle anyway? Well, it's not as simple as hopping into a giant freezer. The process starts right after a person is declared legally dead. Raj, a team of cryonics experts swoops in to stabilize the body and prevent any damage to the brain. Because let's be real, no one wants to wake up in the future with a scrambled memory bank. Next up, they replace all the fluids in the body with special antifreeze solutions. This is super important because it stops ice crystals from forming, which can be as welcome as a porcupine in a balloon factory when it comes to delicate cells. Finally, the body is slowly cooled down to a super chilled -196 degrees Celsius and stored in a giant stainless steel thermos called a cryostat. Talk about keeping your cool. Section 4, Science Fact or Science Fiction, the cryonics debate. Now here's where things get a little icy.
While the idea of cheating death is super appealing, the scientific community is kinda divided on whether cryonics is the real deal or just a pipe dream.
On the one hand, there's no proof that bringing a frozen person back to life is actually possible with today's technology. We're talking about restarting an entire human being, not just defrosting a TV dinner.
On the other hand, there have been some promising experiments where scientists have successfully frozen and unfrozen small organisms, and even some simple organs.
So, while we're not quite ready to thaw out Walt Disney just yet, the possibility isn't completely off the table. Section 5. To freeze or not to freeze? That is the million-dollar question, literally. So, is cryonics the ultimate life hack or just a one-way ticket to freeze or burn city?
That's a question only time, and a whole lot of scientific breakthroughs can answer. For now, it remains a controversial topic, with passionate supporters and skeptical scientists battling it out in the intellectual arena.
One thing's for sure though, the idea of cryonics definitely makes you think about life, death, and the possibility of a future so advanced, it makes our current tech look like a Stone Age toolkit.
And hey, if it turns out to be legit, maybe we'll all be sipping cosmic cocktails on Mars with our cryogenically preserved great-great-great-grandparents someday.
Until then, pass the ice cream, will ya?